What if I told you the key to unlocking energy, memory, and even digestion after 50 might already be sitting in your spice rack? Most people over 50 accept brain fog and bloating as part of aging. They feel heavy after meals, forget small things, or wake up tired no matter how long they sleep. But here's the thing. Sometimes the smallest change makes the biggest shift. Just 2 cloves every morning. That's it. Not in a capsule, not in a complicated recipe. Just whole cloves, the kind you've probably seen in your kitchen drawer and never touched. Today you'll discover the 3 most powerful ways clove affects your body after 50. How timing makes all the difference. And how most people get it wrong without even knowing. And the part no one expects? The benefit that shows up in body point number 7. That one. It changes everything. Let's begin. You feel full for hours, even after a light breakfast. That's not just getting older. That's your digestion slowing down. And your body trying to say something. Linda, 61, used to skip breakfast, not because she wasn't hungry, but because every bite felt heavy. She'd eat a few bites of toast and feel like she swallowed a brick. Then one day, her naturopath suggested something simple. 2 cloves, chewed slowly, with warm water, before 9 a.m. She didn't expect much, but by day 3, something surprising happened. Her belly didn't feel stuck. The bloating eased. And for the first time in years, she made it to lunch without feeling like she needed a nap. Why? Because clove jumpstarts digestion. It signals your stomach to release the acids and enzymes that break down food. It even helps your liver release bile, so fats don't just sit there. Think of it like lighting a small fire in your gut, just enough to get things moving. You'll feel it first in the belly, a soft warmth, a little rumble, like your body's waking up and saying, thank you. And it's not just about food. When digestion slows, everything slows. Blood flow, mental clarity, even mood. That's why this one shift, 2 cloves first thing in the morning, can change how your whole day feels. But you have to use it right, not in the middle of a heavy meal, not mixed with 10 other herbs, just you. 2 cloves, quiet moment, clean stomach. Try it tomorrow. Notice the first 30 minutes. The warmth, the clarity, the energy. Have you ever tried clove on an empty stomach? Let me know how it felt. And once your gut starts working better, guess what follows next? Your brain. You walk into a room and forget why you came in. It happens once, you laugh it off. Twice, you shrug. But by the 10th time, it starts to worry you. Robert, 67, used to joke about it. Senior moments, he'd say. But deep down, it bothered him. He stopped reading long articles, stopped talking in detail, started writing things down, not to remember later, but to survive the day. Then his daughter suggested something unusual. 2 cloves, first thing in the morning, chewed slowly, before breakfast. He didn't expect much, but after 10 days, something surprising happened. He didn't forget his keys. He stopped rereading the same paragraph. And one morning, he remembered an old neighbor's name without thinking. The fog hadn't disappeared completely, but it had thinned. Clove contains a compound called eugenol. It crosses the blood-brain barrier. It increases blood flow to areas of the brain tied to memory and focus. It reduces low-grade inflammation that slows neural signaling. Think of it like a windshield clearing after morning dew. You don't notice it right away, but then the world feels sharper. Words come easier. Focus stays longer. It's not a miracle, but it's a moment where your mind feels like it's yours again. Try it for 5 mornings. Sit quietly afterward. Notice your thoughts, the clarity, the speed, the stillness between distractions. You might not remember everything, but you may remember yourself. And there's another part clove touches, one that affects your entire immune system, especially after 60. You used to fight off a cold in 2 days. Now, It lingers for weeks. You take vitamins, eat well, try to rest, but somehow your body just doesn't bounce back like it used to. Eleanor, 64, used to dread winter. She avoided crowds, avoided grandkids with runny noses. Just one sneeze nearby, and she'd be sick for 10 days. That year, she caught 4 sinus infections, 4 rounds of antibiotics, 4 weeks in bed. Then her daughter gave her a new idea. 2 cloves, crushed, added to hot tea each morning. It felt simple, too simple. But that winter, something changed. No colds, no sore throats, no sinus pressure. She kept waiting for the usual tickle in her throat. It never came. And what she noticed most wasn't just that she stayed healthy. It was how strong she felt inside. Clove isn't just a spice. It's a natural defender. Its compounds fight bacteria, slow viruses, and support the immune cells in your blood so your body isn't fighting alone. It also nourishes your gut microbiome, where nearly 70% of your immunity lives. Think of it like building stronger walls and filling them with smarter guards. And when the defenses are in place, the body rests easier, breathes easier, feels safer. You may not feel the shield on day 1, but give it a week, and you might feel something deeper. Confidence. Try adding 2 cloves to your morning tea. Let it steep. Breathe it in. Sip slowly. What if boosting immunity was as simple as flavoring your tea? Because not all healing is loud. Some of it is quiet and waiting, but not all effects are slow. One of them, the next one, shows up in less than 48 hours. Ever feel sleepy or dizzy after a carb-heavy breakfast? You start the day with toast or cereal, maybe a banana. It feels fine at first, but an hour later, your body crashes. You feel foggy, sluggish, maybe even a little shaky. So you grab coffee or something sweet just to make it through the morning. George, 59, lived that cycle every day. He'd eat, then slump, sit at his desk and stare at the wall, waiting for his brain to come back online. Until one morning, he tried something strange. 2 cloves, crushed slightly, swallowed with warm water right after breakfast. The first day felt the same, but by day 3, something surprising happened. His energy didn't dip. His hands didn't tremble. He even forgot to make his second cup of coffee because he didn't need it. What changed? Clove slows how quickly sugar enters your bloodstream. It calms the spike, softens the crash. It also improves how your cells respond to insulin, the hormone that moves sugar from blood into energy. Think of it like a dam, holding the flood back and then releasing it in smooth, steady flow. No more sugar roller coaster, no more 11 a.m. crash, just calm, even energy from morning to noon. And the best part, you don't have to give up carbs. Just pair them with something ancient and powerful. Try it tomorrow, after breakfast. 2 cloves, warm water, then wait. Watch what happens at 10 a.m. Your body might surprise you. Start noticing your hunger, your mood, your focus. Sometimes the smallest things give you back control. And if blood sugar is the engine, then blood flow is the fuel line. If your toes are freezing under 2 blankets, it's not just the weather. That deep chill in your feet or your fingers isn't normal aging. It's a circulation issue, and your body is trying to tell you something. Margaret, 72, knew the feeling too well. She wore socks to bed all year, even in summer, sometimes 2 layers. Her feet stayed cold, tight, numb. She tried heating pads, foot massages. Nothing lasted until she tried something simple. 2 cloves, steeped in warm water, sipped slowly, every night at 8 p.m. At first, she felt nothing, but by the fifth night, something surprising happened. She lay in bed, no socks, and for the first time in years, her feet felt warm, not burning, not sweating, just softly warm and fully hers. She cried because it wasn't just her feet. In the morning, her fingers moved easier. Her grip felt steadier. Her morning walks felt smoother, like her legs had less resistance. So what happened? Clove boosts circulation. It promotes nitric oxide, the molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and widen. More blood reaches the smallest places, like toes, fingertips, even the inner ear and eyes. Think of it like a gentle fire, lit from within. It doesn't burn, it glows. And when flow returns, your body starts to remember comfort again. Try clove tea for 7 nights. 2 cloves, steeped slow. Mug in your hands, breathe in deep, drink gently. And then tomorrow night, Mom, do something small. Wiggle your toes. Feel if something's changed, because sometimes warmth isn't about heat. It's about coming back to life. But now comes the part most people never expect. Your knees crack when you stand. Your fingers ache before rain. That's not just age, that's inflammation, quietly building up in your joints. Jim, 66, never believed in spices. He called them kitchen myths. For years, he relied on over-the-counter pills. Morning stiffness, swelling fingers, tight knees, it was all just part of the routine. Until one night, his wife handed him a warm cup of golden milk, turmeric, almond milk, and one extra ingredient, a crushed clove. He drank it without a second thought. The next morning, he stood up from the couch and paused, but this time, not from pain. Something felt easier, softer. He could move without bracing himself. His knees didn't lock. His hands didn't feel like wood. By the third night, he was asking for the drink himself. And by day 5, he started calling it his evening unstiffener. So what changed? Clove reduces inflammation in several powerful ways. It lowers C-reactive protein, a key marker linked to chronic joint pain. It also blocks prostaglandins, the very chemicals that signal pain and swelling. And when paired with turmeric, which already calms inflammation, the effect goes deeper. You're not just masking pain. You're cooling the fire beneath it. Think of swollen joints like boiling water. Clove turns down the heat. Turmeric keeps it steady. Together, they soothe from the inside out. Try it tonight. Warm a cup of milk. Add turmeric. Add 1 crushed clove. Sip it slowly. Let the warmth find its way through you. Tomorrow morning, notice your hands, your knees, your spine. Add just a pinch tonight. Let your joints be the judge. And now, the most surprising benefit that shows up in your breath. If your mouth feels dry or smells off, clove might be your new ally. Diane, 58, never had major dental problems. She brushed, she flossed. Her dentist said everything looked normal, but she always felt self-conscious about her breath. After coffee, after naps, even first thing in the morning. She carried mints in every purse, chewed gum before every meeting, but nothing lasted. One morning, she read about clove water. She crushed 2 cloves, dropped them into warm water. Let it steep for 5 minutes, then swished it gently for 30 seconds. The taste was strong, a little spicy, but she felt something unusual, a cooling, a light tingling. She repeated it the next day, and the next. By day 5, something surprising happened. She reached for a mint and paused. She didn't feel like she needed it. Her breath felt neutral, her mouth clean, her gums no longer tender when she flossed. Even her husband noticed. "You stop chewing gum every hour," he said. "Did you switch toothpaste?" She smiled. No, just cloves. Clove has powerful antibacterial compounds. They fight odor-causing bacteria, the kind that hides between teeth, along the tongue, deep in the throat. It also reduces plaque, calms irritated gums, and supports circulation, helping your mouth heal from the inside out. Think of it like tiny herbal soldiers clearing out the corners. Try it tomorrow. Crush 2 cloves. Add to warm water. Swish gently before brushing. Then notice, not just your breath, but how your whole mouth feels. Sometimes healing starts in places we never think to look. But what ties all these together is what happens after 7 days. 7 days, 2 cloves, and your body starts to feel like yours again. And it doesn't happen in a burst. It unfolds gently, from bloating to smoother digestion, from brain fog to clear thinking, from cold feet to warm sleep. Each day, a small shift, a softer morning, a steadier afternoon, a deeper breath. Maria, 63, was skeptical at first. She had tried so many things: gut resets, anti-inflammatory diets, expensive supplements with promises she could barely pronounce. None of them felt natural. None of them felt like her. But Clove felt different. She didn't change her whole routine. She didn't stop drinking coffee or count macros. She just added 2 cloves to her morning tea. Nothing else. By day 2, the bloating eased. Her jeans didn't feel as tight. Her stomach stopped making those strange, sluggish sounds. By day 4, her afternoon energy dip softened. She didn't need to lie down after lunch. By day 6, she noticed something small but powerful. Her fingers no longer ached when folding laundry. And on day 7, she looked in the mirror. She didn't look younger, but she looked steady, present, like someone coming home to themselves. Now she calls it her morning anchor, because it's not just what cloves do. It's what your body remembers, once you give it the right signal. Sometimes healing isn't about adding more. It's about remembering what balance feels like and returning there slowly. If you've tried it, you share your story below. Your experience might help someone else take the first step. And one thing we haven't explored yet is where to place clove oil for memory. That's in the next video. We chase supplements. We chase routines. But sometimes the smallest things create the biggest shift. Clove isn't magic. Your body is. The changes you've heard about: smoother digestion, clearer thinking, warmer feet, steadier energy. They don't come from the clove alone. They come from what happens when you pause, when you choose simplicity, when you give your body just one gentle signal. And listen, 2 cloves every morning, not as a cure, not as a rule, as a reminder to slow down, to check in, to ask, what do I need today? You know that feeling when something just feels right? Like your body says, thank you for noticing me. That's what this ritual can become. After 50, we don't need more complications. We don't need one more product to manage. We need a reason to pause, a way to return to our own rhythm. Clove helps, not just by what it does, but by what it invites: presence, ownership, intention. Maria, 63, started out skeptical. She didn't want another wellness trend. She wanted peace, something steady, something small. Now, she keeps 2 cloves in a tiny pouch inside her purse. She calls them her morning anchor, and not because they fix everything, but because they remind her, I still care about this body. She's no longer surviving. She's tending, choosing, rebuilding trust with the vessel she lives in. That's what healing looks like sometimes. Not bold, not dramatic, just 2 cloves in the palm of your hand. You hold them, you breathe, you whisper to yourself, let's try today gently. Try it for 7 mornings. No expectations, no pressure, just a quiet little promise to yourself. And if it makes you feel even just 5% better, tell someone you love. They might need it too.